Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler. This time we delve back into one of the relatively commonplace Star Wars continuities, but not into the legend stuff, right? All the books and comics and whatnot going up until just a few years ago, or even canon, the newer stuff like The Force Awakens and Rebels. Instead, we delve into the Lego Star Wars continuity again, for a new release in 2016, rounding out the year 2016 from the LEGO Star Wars universe. So you may recall that the LEGO Star Wars releases have been kind of inconsistent over time. The original LEGO Star Wars home video release was for the Padawan Menace. It was a nice combo pack of Blu-ray and DVD, a Blu-ray case inside it. It came with the young Ian/Han figure, and made for a nice package because you had a DVD and a Blu-ray. You could watch it in HD, watch it in SD, have the parents have the HD and let the kid have the SD DVD discs with grubby little hands or something. And you had a minifigure with it. A nice, solid package here. But then things started to kind of go downhill. We had the second special, The Empire Strikes Out, which got this release. Again, nice kind of box here. Got our actual home video release slid into the back of it, and we do have a minifigure, in this case Darth Vader with a medal, but it was DVD only. Gone was the Blu-ray disc, gone was any ability to watch this, at least on home video physical media, in HD. Then we took a step back, again, when they released the Yoda Chronicles, or at least part of the Yoda Chronicles, when they gave us the Yoda Chronicles, the Phantom Clone, and Menace of the Sith on DVD. This was not only just DVD, no Blu-ray, but no minifigure, no special packaging, and just 2 episodes of an ongoing series. They then took just the DVD discs from each of those and gave us a triple pack here. Padawan Menace, Empire Strikes Out, Yoda Chronicles, just those 2 episodes here, which had, again, just the DVD discs from each one. So no minifigures, all those together, no Blu-ray disc, just DVD. Then they gave us the new Yoda Chronicles, which was another just DVD release. But then we had the issue that the new Yoda Chronicles picks up where the old Yoda Chronicles leaves off, but this wasn't all the old Yoda Chronicles, while this is all of the new. Meaning we had an episode that fits between these that was missing that you can only get on something like iTunes, not on physical media at all. I've ranted about that plenty. Then we had another new release from LEGO Star Wars, this one being Droid Tales. And they kind of took a step forward again after regressing so much. A nice slip cover to it. Granted, it's a DVD-only release, but this is the one that also had those free trading cards inside. Although it was kind of asinine because you'd have to buy it over and over again blind, hoping to get all the different cards that could come in this set. Again, another rant you've heard before. So there was a big question going into the end of this year when the newest ongoing LEGO Star Wars series, set in that universe, because Jack, among others, appears in it from Yoda Chronicles, so it is a LEGO Star Wars continuity show, not canon, as some are trying to make it out to be. What would happen when the newest entry into LEGO Star Wars, the Freemaker Adventures, finally hit home video? If it was going to hit home video at all, what would be the form that it would take? Thankfully, what we got is something more akin to the earliest releases here, or what we got with Star Wars Rebels, than something from some of those later piss-poor releases that seemed like they were just pushing it out the door to make a quick buck without really putting a whole lot of effort into it. So what we have this time for you is the Freemaker Adventures Season 1 on Blu-ray and DVD. The Blu-ray set looks like so. It says Complete Season 1, Blu-ray. This is not a Blu-ray DVD combo pack like Padawan Menace was. This is Blu-ray only, then the DVD release will be DVD only, very much like they're handling Rebels or how they handled Clone Wars here. Okay. Cool cover there, with Xander, Cordy, and Rowan Freemaker there. Their ship, the Emperor and Vader behind them and so forth. I always like the Freemaker Adventures logo here. Over here, it's got a freebie. It says 6 exclusive magnets included. Not a minifigure, magnets. Okay, sure, why not? You know, it's better than nothing, right? Look on the edge. Blu-ray, LEGO Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures, Complete Season 1, and then our picture there of Xander down at the bottom. Flip it around. Essentially the same thing. Nothing on the bottom. Top is just the logo. And in the back, tells us all we need to know about this release. Images from it, description, a quick little blurb up here, and then it notes bonus features, Freemaker Salvage and Repair, and the Freemaker Adventures. Meet the Freemaker family. We'll come back to what those are. Now, the weird thing about this is how you need to open it. So you can open it from the top, and out comes the Blu-ray, not the magnets. The package underneath, standard blue Blu-ray case, similar packaging, front, back, and edge, spine, to what we got in the physical packaging there. You pop it open. There is a code, and then you have 2 discs. Episodes 1 through 7 are on the first disc. Episodes 8 through 13 on the second disc, along with the bonus features. But just kind of that standard blue disc, nothing special. Just has the logo, tells you the disc number and what episodes are on it. That kind of thing. Now, if you want to get out the magnets, you're going to have to open the bottom. Though, thankfully, you can get to this from the bottom also. So I would recommend not even bothering to open it from the top at all. Just pop the bottom open. And inside, you'll have your little set of magnets. Kind of hard to see there, but they're character magnets. I love the back. Bubble magnets. This item is not a toy. Why are you putting it in the thing for kids then, right? Warning, not suitable for children under 3 years due to small parts. Please retain this information for future reference. That's right. Basically, when the kids are taking out the magnets, when they're little bitty kids, playing with them and probably putting them in their mouth, risking swallowing them, keep this package on hand so you can pull it out with authority and say, hey, you, kid, you're under 3 years old. You see this? I know you can't read, but you see this? Put it down, you little shit. You know, it gives you the authority that you need for that sort of thing. But it's got little, kind of squishy tops. It's really kind of weird. It's like gel magnets of some kind. But it's got kind of dim, hard to see pictures because of the nature of the material here of Xander, Rowan, Nare, the villain of the piece, Cordy, Roger, which is the battle droid, Roger, and then just the logo with their ship on it. So, you know, again, it's better than nothing. It's better than not having anything, but it would have been nicer to have a minifigure for this than that. But, you know, we take what we get. Or, as we say with fans of Star Wars Legacy, right, the Cade Skywalker story, eventually, if me and my wife have a son, we're going to name that child Cade. As Cade Skywalker would say, we take what is given. That's the Blu-ray release. There is a corresponding DVD release. And complete Season 1. No DVD symbol up at the top to match the Blu-ray symbol on the other. 6 exclusive magnets included. Same magnets. Star Wars, the Freemaker Adventures, etc., etc. Basically the same packaging here for the most part. The difference being the placement of this little bit from over here to down there. You pop it open. I'm just going to pop open the bottom because it's set up the same way. Out comes your case. It's another one of these kind of like with Rebels where it is one of those clear DVD cases that has the insert in it as opposed to being black, which is sort of more of the standard. In back and front and spine similar to the actual cardboard slipcover there. You pop it open. There again is a digital code. There again is an advertisement for the Disney Movie Club. And here on arms this time, or at least an arm, we have Disc 1, Episodes 1 through 7, Disc 2, Episodes 8 to 13 with bonus features, so the exact same division of episodes per disc, which is an unusual thing to see in this kind of release, at least for Star Wars. But I actually kind of like the fact that these, while they're plain white instead of plain blue, so they have sort of a more pristine, slick look to them than just the standard blue disc that we see on a lot of Blu-rays. But again, it's just the logo, what episodes are on it, and in this case the DVD instead of Blu-ray symbol. Otherwise, the discs are pretty standard stuff here. Also in the package, slide it on out, those exact same magnets. Same magnets, same packaging, everything. If you're trying to figure out why the packaging is set up like that, if you look at it here, see how it's kind of separated out here? I'm going to take the magnets and slip them inside that side there. Then the home video release goes in the larger part underneath. And you just close that sucker on up. There we go. And you're good to go. It's better to open from the bottom than the top because you won't be able to access the magnets from the top. But if you're only trying to access the home video and not have the magnets fall out, access that sucker from the top. See? Easy. Now, I mentioned a couple of bonus features here. There's no trailers to be found. You pop it in, it's going to go straight to the menu. You don't have to fight through watching trailers for other crap before you actually get to the content of it. And aside from the little info thing that says, you know, none of the opinions expressed here, blah, 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 which is on the Blu-ray menu here, there are two bonus features. They're both relatively short, though. Together, they're less than 5 minutes long. One runs about 2, the other one runs about 3 minutes, I want to say. Or 2 minutes and change or something like that. So they're less than 6 minutes, at least I think less than 5 minutes between the two. The Freemaker Salvage and Repair bonus feature is actually kind of neat. It's short, but it's basically not a feature so much as it's a commercial. It's a commercial put together by the 3 Freemakers for their shop. Come on down to the wheel. Check out Freemaker Salvage, blah, blah, blah. You can buy this. We'll fix this. Yes, come today. Kind of stuff, which is kind of neat. And then there's a slightly longer featurette, which is on, it says, Freemaker Adventures Meet the Freemaker Family. And it's just a very quick thing where it basically has each of the voice actors talking about their character very, very briefly. So Matthew Wood's in it talking about Roger. And then you have the voice actors there for Cordy first, and then for Rowan, and then for Xander, I think is the order in which they come. I actually found this kind of interesting. There's not a lot to it. It's just a quick little blurb of what they're saying. There's nothing really special about what they're saying at all. But to have Matthew Wood in it was kind of cool because, of course, he's done Battle Droid voices throughout Star Wars, so kind of cool to see him there, that he had reprised the role. It wasn't somebody faking it. It was actually Matthew Wood. But also, I found it interesting, the person who plays Rowan, who is the kid, is a kid. Most of the time with young characters in Star Wars animated series, it tends to be someone who's an adult who can do a kiddie voice. No, this is actually a kid. And when watching this, I was always like listening to Cordy and Xander going, it really sounds like that Xander and Cordy are different races. It really sounds like one of them's white, one of them's black. In terms of just like vocal cadence and depth, especially of the male voice here, and it sounded really familiar. Like, not just a white character and a black character, but it sounded really familiar. Well, it turns out that while I did not recognize the person who plays Cordy, the person who plays Xander is indeed an African-American man, and it's the guy who played Diggle's younger brother in Arrow that was so prominent back last season in the whole Damien Dark angle there. So, yes. He is someone that you might recognize if you're into a lot of the geekdom stuff and you happen to watch the Arrowverse shows. So, Freemaker Adventures, kind of skimpy on the bonus features, but at least there are some. No minifigure, but at least there's magnets. And a solid picture and sound quality to be able to get this whole series all at once. I know a lot of older Star Wars fans are like, screw Freemaker Adventures, that's kiddie stuff. And there are others who, like my buddy Mark Herleman, who is my co-host on Star Wars Beyond the Films at StarWarsReport.com. He doesn't want to follow it because he's like, yeah, it's not canon. It's not part of that broader continuity. I don't want to confuse the issue. And there are going to be people, because of their whole everything's canon line, they're going to think this is, when it's really more Lego canon, if you want to call it that. Lego Star Wars stuff, because, you know, Jek's in it and everything. But, yeah, there are some objections to this and its existence as a whole. But by and large, it's a funny series. It's got some goofy, cutesy, funny moments that kids would like and parents would be like, oh, for the love of God, we've seen this a million times. But it's also got some good humor that even adults are going to find funny. And it's got an interesting concept in that, unlike most of these other series that are pretty lame stories, kind of goofy stories as the backdrop of it, this one has a more serious story as the backdrop with comedic moments. I think of this almost like kind of the Arrowverse stuff, something like a Flash or a Supergirl, where they work in the humor and it's a fun show, but there is a serious story thread going through it that could actually imperil the galaxy, and our characters really are heroes trying to save the day. I was very impressed by the Freemaker Adventures. I had no expectations going into it at all. I figured, here we go again with Lego Star Wars. And it turned out to be my favorite of the LEGO Star Wars content so far. So if you haven't had a chance to check out the Freemaker Adventures, now you do, on either Blu-ray or DVD. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.